Hey, hey, hey. So clearly, today I was feeling old.
Clearly, because you just pulled this
No,
song
I
right on
literally.
out.
No, I was I was on Sounds of Blackness for like 2 hours today, and I was
Oh,
going in. I actually after I watched the shows this morning, I kind of got through and I was working. Obviously, I was working at home. I came in here and naturally turned on Sounds of Blackness and started with this song.
you're black, first of all.
I'm really black, but I have a theory when it comes to Sounds of Blackness. I feel like all of their songs, black people all of a sudden know the words immediately after the song starts. Even if
Yeah,
you've only heard it once, you know it.
yeah.
Hey, but let me tell you all that I
You may
did.
not know who it's by, but you know it.
Well, when you hear this, you know this is Sounds of Blackness. It's just a sound that they had.
That's true.
It's just the sound that they had. But I will say that Sounds of Blackness put me in the mindset of my mom getting my ass together. I mopped my floors, washed my baseboards. I did all types of shit.
Really?
Yeah.
I get it. Completely.
It's a cheap wine. It's a cheap wine night too. So
Oh my gosh.
what you sipping on?
I actually need to go grab my water because I made some tea. So I've got my tea packets sitting right here.
Okay, well, let's give it a rest though. Let's talk about what tonight will be lit. So what if this is your first time tuning in, welcome to the Shake Up After Dark. If you're tuning in after we've already gone off, bitch, you should be tuned in live, okay? Ain't nobody doing nothing. It's cold everywhere. I was on an interview today and this girl told me it was 50 degrees in Miami. Girl, she's cold, so she's staying her ass at home. It is cold everywhere. There's nowhere to be. I also feel old. I've been carrying this heater around with me around my small ass house all day because it's cold. And today the low was 28, the high was 31, or like 29, 31. It was 30 all day, all damn day. Right now it's 22. No. All right, but lots of things went down. We're going to hit the rundown and we'll talk real quick. And then we're going to really get into this because I'm with all the shit on tonight, okay? Alabama, first of all, thank you. I was all tweeting all night last night, all the extra.
Lord for you.
Alabama, because
black women doing the good Lord's work.
Well, I mean, black women pulled us through, and that's what black women have been doing since the beginning of time. Since the birth of Jesus, she pulled him on out and got us through.
Hello.
And for those of y'all that don't know, Mary was definitely not white. She definitely wasn't white.
She was brown.
I don't know any good things. Never mind. Let me not do that. That is how I'm feeling on tonight, though. So Alabama pulled through. Donald Trump is still an asshole.
Yep. Ass clown.
Omarosa got fired.
Let go.
Maxine was drinking that good Hennessy last night.
She had something brown in her cup when
she was drinking that.
I mean, and I'm not mad. Who am me to judge? I'm not mad at all. Okay.
I don't. More sexual allegations against Russell Simmons. Damn it. Tavis Smiley, the Tavis Smiley show Tavis Smiley has been suspended by PBS.
Just a sad day.
In positive black news, 50 Cent signs an 8-figure deal with Stars and extended his relationship to 2019.
Well, hallelujah.
That's good black news.
For power, I believe.
Basically. Nelly's rape case is officially closed, and he was never actually charged with the crime.
I mean, okay. So what you're saying is we have a lot to talk about.
We do. And finally,
we can't forget about Jada Pinkett too.
She went in, and then this man went crazy on a JetBlue airplane, and they had to do an emergency landing because he started biting people. These are the end times. Okay.
As I just got a push alert that says dispute between neighbors escalates to gunfire. What's happening in the world?
I mean, people get shot every day.
I mean, but what could y'all possibly be fighting over? His tree branches on my side of the fence?
Maybe he slept with his wife.
You couldn't even get that out. Okay, so what do we want to talk about first?
This cheap ass wine.
Okay. Your face. There are some cheap wines that are good. I take it that's not one of them.
I'm gonna just say it like this. Somebody brought this over here.
Okay.
I know, first of all, like, I buy a lot of wines when I go out and stock up. But I don't never buy nothing that you have to unscrew the top like it's a Sprite. I'm not gonna put the brand out there because some of you hoes is at home drinking cheap ass wine right now.
And they probably recognize the bottle.
This is cheap shit. And I like cheap wine. Don't get me wrong, but this bottle probably costs $3.99.
I think the cheapest I get for my wine is $8. I think that's the cheapest bottle I buy.
There's this really good brand. It's called Behringer. It will get you where you need to go. Okay.
Now, Behringer and I
get the Behringer Merlot. It's not carried everywhere. A lot of places have the Behringer Cabernet and the Behringer Chardonnay, but the Behringer Merlot, that's a high quality wine for $5.99 at Publix in Atlanta. Now they changed the bottle because they used to be a cheap ass bottle. Now the label costs $5.99. It's still $5.99, but it's on the bottom shelf in the wine section at Publix. It's really you got to really find it. A lot of places they will have the other Behringers, but the Merlot, they'll be like, no, I don't got it. The bottle looks all expensive now. I'm telling you, get one of those, you talking out your ass. You get two of them, it's lit. Three of them, it's gonna be a good night. Hey,
I cannot.
On that note, we don't really talk about the Housewives here because it's a horrible show and it's getting worse and worse. And I hope they cancel it after this season 10. Married to Medicine, though, I really like. But the Housewives, I did catch it. I usually, like, it's so bad now. I watch the first 2 episodes and I'll be back for the reunion.
I used to do that. I don't even do that anymore. I'm gonna just pass the whole thing.
They went to a vineyard. They went to San Francisco. They went to a wine vineyard. And then Portia's dumbass was like, they were out like stepping on the grapes to make the wine. She was like, is this how wine is really made? If so, I'm done with wine and
girl, no, you're not.
And the feet juice. I just wanted to share that because I'm drinking the wine. Now I'm thinking about feet juice, but I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna drink wine.
Listen, I'm not giving it up. I'm sorry. Not sorry. Anywho, so where do we want to start tonight?
Let's start with Alabama.
Okay, so Alabama, what was it? 49.2% for each candidate.
We won. That's all that matters. We won.
You don't even care about the breakdown.
I don't give a fuck about Roy Moore. Hopefully I'd never hear his name again.
Okay.
He's a pedophile.
You're going to hear about it again because he refused to concede and he's being like Buick Mary from Atlanta. And it's just like, I don't believe
you know who's hearing it real bad though. Alabama's. They're still gonna hear him.
Yeah, I believe that. I agree with that wholeheartedly. So for those of you who have been sleeping under a rock for months, Roy Moore went up against Doug Jones yesterday in the Alabama Senate race. And I've seen a lot of push alerts that have said it's an upset win, or it's, basically they weren't expecting Doug Jones to win. And I will say that I am kind of surprised, but not surprised, because the media made it sound like Roy Moore was the top choice in Alabama, when I just don't think that's been the case this whole time. So thanks, Alabama. Kudos to you. We give you a standing ovation.
Thank you for all that you've done. We appreciate it.
We appreciate you so very much.
We also honor the Lord on tonight.
We honor the Lord on tonight. Hallelujah. Next topic. What do you want to talk about next?
Omarosa. A little bit. A little bit.
Omarosa.
Oh, a little bit. So this is the words, okay? I rejoiced this morning. It was like 9:51.
Mm-hmm.
I could look at the exact time, but it was around that time. I hadn't sat down. I was a real white housewife today.
A real white housewife.
A white woman housewife, like from the OC. I went out. I went outside. I tried it. I'm black. Okay, I'm black. So no matter what I did, like I was a white woman from the OC. I am black. So when I took my ass outside and it said the wind gust was up to 40 miles per hour at 28 degrees, the hell you doing out here? The hell is you doing? So after I almost blew away, I came on in here and sat. I was about to sat down. And when I went to sit down, I got an alert that said Omarosa Manigault fired from the White House. I'm telling. Listen, there's a couple of things that really, I don't really rejoice in the demise of anybody. I really don't. But there's certain things that when you hear it and, you hear certain things and music just needs to come out of the air. I saw that push alert and all I heard in my spirit and in my house.
I can't wait. You.
I heard the whole song. I started directing the choir. Somebody lift a shout of rejoicing. She's out this bitch. That's literally what I heard this morning. And I was like, come on, y'all. Kellyanne, draw near and
you are out of control.
Kellyanne, Sarah Huckabee, to get your fat ass up and come on over here and bless the Lord. That's really what I felt at the moment. And then I was like, and the first alert, I was like, oh, they not gonna lie on somebody being out on the Trump White House. Like, this is their MO. They love this. They love this. All of a sudden, I have a source that texts me like, no, they said that she left. They said that she left. They said that she left. Fox issues a retraction 10 minutes later because, they don't want to be called fake news because when anyone else makes a mistake, it's fake. But when they mess up, it was just, they're like, correction. They sent that alert quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Right.
Moments later, April Ryan. April, come on in here, April. Let's have a conversation. What can you do for me, Tiff? Because April D. Ryan, White House correspondent. She also works with CNN as a political correspondent. She works for the African American Urban Radio Network, AURN. I don't know if I have that right or not. I love April. She's been at the White House for 20 years. She kind of emerged to the public at the beginning of the year when Donald Trump was in the press room. You may remember this, the beginning of his presidency. At the beginning of this year, she asked him a question about his support of the Congressional Black Caucus. Donald Trump, in attempts to demean her, said, well, I don't know. Are those your friends? Are they her friends because they're black? Yes, they are her friends, but not because she's black, you bitch ass nigga. But that's how April kind of rose to prominence. And the rest of you are now aware of who she is. Well, this Omarosa story got to April because shortly after Fox issued the retraction, April's first tweet, Tiff, do you have it? Let me see if I can pull it up.
I do.
I've actually chronologically, if you can go follow me on Alex Unmuted, the entire story is there. I've been following it all day like I'm April, and I'm not getting paid to follow Omarosa. April is.
Can you see the screen?
But I stand with April, and I believe April. So the first tweet that she had, you have it? I can see it, but can they see it is the question.
Well, they can't see it as soon as you stop talking.
No,
I mean, as soon as you start talking, it goes away.
No, I changed it. They can see it.
Oh, okay.
You can see it. All right. So April, the first tweet, 10:32 a.m. I told y'all this was 9:51 when all this shit started for me. According to multiple sources, Omarosa did not resign. She was even escorted out of the building and off campus. Okay. She started with saying, I heard there was drama and she was escorted out of the building and off campus. I'm hearing from several sources there was a lot of drama at the White House last night, and it wasn't about the Alabama election. #fired. Stay tuned. Sources say that General Kelly did the firing, and Omarosa is alleged to have acted very vulgar and cursed a lot, and she said she helped elect President Trump. The word is that General Kelly had it and got rid of her. Moments later, April says, okay, the White House still contends Omarosa signed a resignation letter, but General Kelly kicked her out with high drama, with the minister offering vulgarities and curse words as she was escorted out of the building and off campus. We're going to pause there and we'll come back to it. It's important to note that Omarosa is a reverend, a woman of the cloth. Reverend Omarosa Manigault Newman is her new name.
April Ryan continued to say, Minister Omarosa.
Yeah, she did that on purpose. I'm getting a little old because I have to put on my glasses to read the tweets. Back to this, the Secret Service tweets out and says, now, we know that security escorted Omarosa out, but the Secret Service got involved into April. And April was on a mission. She said she was on every show on CNN today with this shit. The Secret Service was not involved in the termination process of Miss Manigault Newman or the escort off of the complex. Clearly the Secret Service here, if you look at the tweets, Tiff, let's look at them together. It says termination process. Not resignation process. Usually, if there's a termination, that means you've been fired, right?
Correct.
Okay. Our only involvement in this matter was to deactivate the individual's pass, which grants access to the complex. So April continues, okay, it was not you who removed her, but who removed her. April, if you're going for any story on today, it's this one, okay? The Secret Service contends that they did not escort Omarosa out of the White House from their tweet, so who did? But the Secret Service said they did deactivate her badge last night, stopping her access into the White House. This whole story gave me joy today, but I also wanted to do something just to bring some clarity to what the hell is going on. And I put this post up and said, let's talk about how firing at the White House works, okay? You can get this from watching a common show, political show, a drama about how it works. A senior official wants to relieve you. That same senior official drafts resignation papers. The senior official asks for your resignation. The senior official asks you to sign the papers. You leave with your dignity. You announce your resignation. The White House confirms your resignation. You were fired. Okay? Omarosa was fired. Now, this continued all day long to where April Ryan was going on all of the shows on CNN. She sat down with Chris Cuomo. Well, I think she skipped New Day. She sat down with John Berman and Poppy Harlow. I saw her back around 2 o'clock. Here I am. I'm sitting in my office. I look at CNN. My text messages start blowing up. They're going in. Brooke Baldwin from CNN is sitting there with April Ryan. Once again, she's talking about it. And Brooke, with this devious look at Brooke, if you know Brooke Baldwin, she does not have, she has the same resting bitch face all day. She says what she has to say, and then she looks back like this. And then as you answer, she straight. And then sometimes she has like a poofy hair, so it's like a
I can't stand you.
So that's Brooke Baldwin. So that's what was happening. Brooke is with the shit today. Okay, Brooke was with the shit. I'm sitting here. She's like, April, hold that thought. We have Simone Sanders and Angela Rye here. Oh, this is gonna be some shit. Now let's talk about what happened with Omarosa. We have just a brief clip of that interchange and how that went down. And the entire thing is epic. They shot the shit for like 17 minutes, and they also talk about black women saving Alabama, which we've talked about that already. But if you haven't seen this clip already, it's on my Facebook, it's on my Instagram, but right now it's on the Shake Up After Dark. Tiff, let's just take a look at this interchange between Brooke Baldwin, April D. Ryan, Simone Sanders, and Angela Rye.
I will say that I find it interesting that the high drama person of the high drama, high profile African American individual in the White House is no longer to be tolerated. That there are lots of other problematic high drama individuals that still have jobs.
Oops.
Oh no.
Shouldn't have clicked off. Sorry.
I will say that I find it interesting that the high drama person of the high drama, high profile African American individual in the White House is no longer to be tolerated. That there are lots of other problematic high drama individuals that still have jobs.
Brooke, go ahead, Angela. I want to hear you, and then I do want to talk about the black vote in Alabama.
I want to talk about the black vote too, but Brooke, I'm going to do what you can't do, and what April and Simone are too good of people to do, and that's just going to be petty for a minute. Bye, girl. Bye. We did it already on the podcast, April, but bye, honey. You have never represented the community. You are skin folk. We don't own you like Zora. Goodbye. Good riddance. Goodbye.
Angela, you know I have much love for you, but you know what? I don't delight in anyone's demise.
I'm not delighting in her demise. I wish her the best, but
I will say no. Again, I don't think I can just speak for myself, and maybe some other folks.
We don't have a lot of time, so we'll talk more about that. But of course, I want to encourage you to watch that clip in its fullness. It is absolutely epic. Angela Rye came the hell through. Brooke Baldwin was with the shit. Angela Rye was with the shit. Simone Sanders was with the shit. And April, you've been starting shit all day, and then you want to say here, I don't want to rejoice in anybody's demise, but I'm gonna make sure that this bitch comes all the way down. That's what happened. By the way, if you're just here for the first time to the Shake Up After Dark, welcome to it. If you are a fan of the Shake Up and you're like, where the hell has that been? It's been suspended till February. So if you want to hear anything I got to say, anything Tiff has to say, we're right here Mondays and Wednesdays, 10 p.m. Eastern. The Shake Up show resumes. More on that later. But amazing. We get a little undone here. Make sure you get
a little.
I cuss a lot. But I learned to stop doing that in the mornings though.
That's because you don't want those fines.
And I also know how to censor myself. Like I like hip hop editing. In the hip hop
button real quick.
Right. Yeah, in hip hop we don't do those beats, but yeah, I mean it was just an epic day. And let me tell you how I know that Brooke is with the shit, okay though? While this is happening, I'm sitting here, my text messages, my friends in media, everyone is watching it. Everyone's watching it. I tweet about it. Brooke's petty ass. I said, Brooke has a petty bone in her body. Brooke responds, she likes the tweet. Live.
I mean.
Live. She liked it live. I like live tweets too, like when I'm live.
Right.
Brooke. Okay. All right. Let's move on. That's my favorite story of the night.
Well, that is a good story.
But there's so much more.
Right. I'm sorry. I had to go get my hot water for my tea. Okay. I will leave it up to you as to what you would like to discuss next. Ooh, my eye is itching.
Well, let's go back to Alabama real quick. We'll talk about Alabama. And I know that I wanted to talk about Auntie Maxine and her drinking this Hennessy because she was drinking something last night. And, everyone was on one. Again, congratulations are in order for Alabama for pulling through and showing us what they're all about. We actually believe that y'all are. Yeah, I used to frequent Alabama. When I first went to college, the town that I lived in did not have a super Walmart. This is back in the days when I shopped at Walmart. So, this was a long time ago.
Right.
So we had to go over to Alabama for the Super Walmart. And let's just say I'd rather not. But let's talk about Auntie Maxine and her drunk ass tweets last night.
I have those as well.
Okay, well, she starts. Auntie Maxine starts while you're getting them together.
They're together.
She's tweeting last night she's tweeting at Fox News, and she starts with, how many Diet Cokes did Trump consume while he gulped and waited for the defeat of his pedophile candidate? Swish, swish. Now, was she listening to that new Katy Perry Swish, Swish song? Or is she talking about the swish, swish of the Diet Coke and his mouth swishing around his dentures?
I'm going to go with the latter, personally.
Because they've been calling him Denture Donald ever since he started slurring his words last week.
Oh, my God.
Because his dentures weren't glued down and those bottom dentures almost fell out on live TV. Nevertheless, Fox
this
News...
administration is just a joke.
It's a hot ass mess. Maxine, Fox News, why are you so damn quiet now? See, this is an angry auntie tweet, okay?
Right.
Ted, can you explain? Look at this, Tiff. Look at it. Look closely at your screen. Look at it.
I'm looking.
This is an angry auntie tweet. Fox News, why are you so damn quiet now? Let me do it like a drunk auntie. Fox News, why the hell you so damn quiet now? Knowing everything, lying on everybody, bullying everybody, claiming to be holy, righteous, and loving America more than anybody else. Speak up now, motherfucker. Admit you got your ass kicked royally, and more to come. Maxine, girl, Hennessy After Dark, let's not do this. You're 78. There's not that much more life to live. I need you to get it together.
She does not care. She does not give any. Lay your eyes upon her field. You know the rest. They're barren.
I know it. I know it. Let me talk about this real quick. This is kind of bothersome to me. I just feel like very soon we will have no men left, and maybe that's okay.
We will have what?
No men in media left.
Oh,
there will be no more.
Don't scare me like that. I was like, I'm sorry, what?
Talk show host. If you haven't heard this one, this just broke moments ago. Tavis Smiley has been indefinitely suspended from PBS amid troubling allegations that he has sexually harassed show employees and retaliated against those who turned down his advances. Officials at PBS recently contracted a law firm after they received a series of shocking claims that Smiley had created a hostile working environment and engaged in sexual inappropriate behavior in the workplace. You know what my issue is with this and PBS? The same that I had with Charlie Rose. When I think of PBS, I think about Childhood, Sesame Street, Lamb Chop, and Reading Rainbow.
I will agree. But that PBS in the nighttime, because I'm old, I know that they have the Tavis Smiley show at nighttime. I know that they have the news. I know that they have different shows for adults.
I know that too. I knew that as a child that I don't want to watch this boring channel because where's Big Bird? Okay, but I don't want to associate my childhood with these old, nasty, horny motherfuckers. I don't want to do that. Okay. I don't want to do that, and that bothers me. Like Tavis, I didn't see it coming. I will admit I didn't see Tavis Smiley coming either.
That's a bit much for me. That's a bit much for me. Yeah, I don't know. That's a hard one for me to grasp.
And life comes at you fast, but not that fast though. Tavis, come on,
bro.
Yeah,
like I'm sorry.
Oh.
What?
Yeah. So another one that kind of slipped under the radar. We didn't talk about it on Monday. It happened on Monday, but it really slipped under the radar. Mario Batali from The Chew. He's also a really, really world-renowned chef. He looks like a fat man that can cook, in my opinion. Some of his recipes they're actually pretty good. He has taken a leave of absence, so he has not been fired. He did not quit. And I want to know why he's so under the radar.
First of all, how many people do you think watch The Chew?
Lots.
Then Then is he really under the radar?
They didn't make the announcement though. Like they made it. This was one that they made the announcement.
Oh, you mean why is his allegation so under the radar?
Yes.
Got you. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Now I will say overseas, like some of his products and stuff were pulled from shelves. So I don't think that it went as unnoticed in Italy and like overseas as it did here in America, if that makes sense. Maybe
everybody else is losing their shit at home.
I mean,
like why? Like what's special about him that he's not? It's not happening to him.
I can't answer that question. Was it just one person? I don't remember the story because I think it was.
We didn't even get the details. We didn't even get the details. It was he's had some sexual misconduct, and so he's taking a leave of absence.
Like, what does that mean? Sexual misconduct.
To me, that means white privilege. But most of these sexual motherfuckers are white, so it can't be that.
I mean, I meant what do the two words sexual misconduct mean? Like, did he go up to somebody and slap their ass? Did he say, "Oh, you look very nice in that dress"? Did he say, "Give me that"? Like, what does sexual misconduct mean? I feel like that is a very general statement that can what am I trying to say? That can include a lot of things. So I don't know what that means. I don't know what those two words mean anymore of sexual misconduct. That could have meant that somebody took a compliment wrong and it just goes against the rules and regulations of his Chew contract.
You're right. That could be what it means, and that could be what it means.
I don't know.
In this age, anything sexual will get your ass fired.
Yeah.
Unless you're Donald Trump.
Right. Or Roy Moore. Because
you couldn't fire somebody that didn't have the job yet.
No, I'm not talking about the Senate race. Didn't he holds another position that he's not stepping down from?
Judge?
Is that what it is? Is he a judge?
Judge Roy Moore, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, so I just Googled it again. He apparently, the co-host addressed Mario Batali's sexual misconduct. I missed that one. College Humor actress says Mario Batali touched her breast. Okay, so apparently some details came out today, but with all of this stuff about Omarosa, I didn't see any of it because I was too entertained by that, among other things. But they apparently made a statement on the Chew that says, yesterday allegations of past improper behavior surfaced about our own Mario Batali, and ABC asked him to step away from the show while those allegations are reviewed. We want you to know we take these matters very seriously and are committed to a safe work environment. Our commitment to our viewers remains the same, to deliver the entertaining show that you've come to expect. So they made that statement yesterday. He's been accused of sexual misconduct by 4 women in a report. Of course, as we already said, he's stepping away from the Chew. They're unaware of any type of inappropriate behavior involving him and anyone affiliated with the show, but basically they're, investigating it. Now, Batali said, I apologize to the people I've mistreated and hurt. He admitted that the behavior in the accusations matches how he has acted. That behavior was wrong and there are no excuses. I take full responsibility and am deeply sorry for any pain, humiliation, or discomfort I have caused to my peers, employees, customers, friends, and family. I have work to do to try to regain the trust of those I have hurt and disappointed. For this reason, I am going to step away from day-to-day operations of my businesses. We built this restaurant so that our guests could have fun and indulge, but I took that too far in my own behavior. I won't make that mistake again. I want any place I am associated with to feel comfortable and safe for the people who work or dine here. Now, let me ask you a question. I'm just playing complete devil's advocate here. You've been to other countries. I've been to other countries. In other cultures, mostly European cultures, they don't look at sexuality like we do here in the States. Would you agree with that?
We do too much. We do too much.
Elaborate.
Kids don't learn about it soon enough. It's very taboo. Everybody has every man. Well, these days, it's possible for a man to have a penis and a breast, you know, whatever these days. But for the most part, penis and breasts are normal things. Okay.
Right.
People have them. They're very taboo here, and it doesn't have to be such a taboo topic all of the time. We don't need that.
But I think it is, and that's partially because, you know, we always take it back to the church, but partially because the church makes it such a taboo topic, but also partially because a lot of this country just tell us how you really feel.
Like, I feel like we don't have to bring them into it. It's not just the church did influence the culture, and they did this. They did this to America. The church did this. I'm somebody that personally, I've talked about this on the show all the time. I don't like clothes. I like to be naked.
Hate clothes.
I should be fine in another country. And it's not all about sex. I mean, because everybody has it, I feel like you should be able to admire something and not be a horny bitch and be like, oh, dropping your pants in your executive big ass office and locking the door with this button behind your desk. I want you to see my dick. Why? Because it's small and no one wants to ever look at it. Like, come on, that's what these white men were doing. I mean, it's just fucked up. It's really nasty. It's gross. It's disgusting. But as far as the way that we are in America, it's so taboo. Yeah. And it's not really that taboo because people are free. Like, do you remember when it used to be Titty Tuesday on Twitter?
Yes.
Like, people are not really as, like, all you got to do is check people's text messages. And these same people, I'm willing to bet that these same people that feel some type of way, and I guess like, okay, yes, it's inappropriate in the workplace. It's inappropriate, but it shouldn't be taboo. We look at these same people's text messages, it's full of nudes. And most of them are probably married, and it's nudes from people that they're not married. Let's just be real. Let me just hit on it real quick. Let me just tell y'all about it.
You on somebody's road, Pastor?
I don't really like news like that, like from unsolicited news. And the people that send them to me, I just don't open the messages. And I know who they are at this point.
I fortunately do not get them anymore. I
mean, people just send them when they feel comfortable with you. That's like, okay, we cool. What you think about this? Whoa. Those are all of your titties.
We are not that cool.
When it comes down to it, though, I want to get off of the news and entertainment, and let's talk net neutrality really quick because this is really important.
It is very, 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 very important. And if you have not, I don't know about you, Alex, but I actually went on the FCC website and filed not a complaint, but it's like a statement or a comment or something to go ahead and add my name to the list. That was the dog, if you heard it. But net neutrality. So do you want to give a breakdown of what that is for people who aren't aware of net neutrality and the importance of it?
Go ahead.
You can explain it much better than I can. I would give you would do it more justice. Go ahead.
Really?
Look, if you don't want your shit controlled by people who should have no business controlling the shit, you need to keep net neutrality. I mean, that's to speak it in crayon terms.
That's what I was looking for. Basically, you don't want everyone controlling one thing. That's the reason that we're against so many mergers. That's why there's so much. There's so much that we are against.
Right.
You don't want everybody controlling everything. So let me put it into perspective to you. What may happen if this passes, if the FCC passes, which I don't think it's going to pass this time, but I do think it's going to pass if we don't pay attention.
I agree.
It's going to end up passing eventually. So let me give you just a rundown of what the prices may look like or what you may start paying for if you don't go and vote. And it's really important. First of all, before I tell you the specifics, I want you to stop what you're doing right now. on the show and text the number 50409. We should have put that on the screen, but we didn't have time. Just text the number 50409. Text the word resist in all capital letters to 50409. Okay. If this passes, things that I use every day. Now, let me tell you how I would just go back to the library. Because if you could imagine Twitter being $14.99 a month, that's probably one that I would pay for.
Yeah.
Snapchat, $9.99 a month. YouTube, $19.99 a month. Netflix, $9.99 per movie. Listen carefully. $9.99 per movie.
On Netflix.
On Netflix.
No.
Okay.
Instead of $9.99 per month.
Wait. This one's really gonna fuck you up. Google, $1.99 per search.
I'll take an encyclopedia collection for $500.
They don't even make those anymore.
They better come back out.
I mean, for what? Like, for what? What is an encyclopedia really going to do?
I don't know, but
everything changes so much. Could you imagine what an encyclopedia, like, imagine Donald Trump in an encyclopedia. Do kids even know what encyclopedias, what encyclopedias do? I know that we knew, and I don't know about it. I mean, in my household, in my schoolhouse, it was all of the mess. Okay. You need a dictionary, an encyclopedia, a thesaurus, an almanac, an atlas. I'm pretty sure these dumbass kids that spend all their time on Instagram and the shade.
Mine. I don't know why. The dictionary was blue and the thesaurus was always red. I still have it. Because that's just how I was raised.
No.
I know.
No.
Did
you have an almanac as well?
Yep. And we
atlas.
Yep.
Kids don't know what an atlas is.
I know.
At the most, they may remember their mom doing a search on MapQuest. And even that's dated.
I don't even use MapQuest anymore.
Why would you?
But we used to have maps. Like there used to be, you used to go into the gas station and buy actual paper maps and then be mad when you realize you've been holding the map upside down the whole time. You're going the wrong way. But none of that stuff exists anymore. So if I have to pay $9.99 per movie on Netflix when I'm currently paying $9.99 per month, and I got to pay $1.99 per Google search, you're right. I'm dusting off my library card. I'm getting a library card because I don't have one for where I live right now. But I'm getting a library card and I'm going to the library. Perched.
I got one. I got one when I moved to New York. So a couple of things. Let's talk through this. Breaking news, Roy Moore is still bucking any calls to concede in the Alabama Senate race.
I got that. I just refuse to say it.
Oh, Mary, don't you weep. Sorry for some of you. I'm getting some messages that you went to the old YouTube page tonight. We moved to the main page for our network tonight just to enhance the functionality. And tonight's went a little bit smoother, so we'll probably be here again on Monday. But we'll move things over. Sorry for any of you that missed it. Of course, the show will replay tonight, and we will upload this video to the ShakeUP YouTube as well. Let's talk about some funny memes that I saw, Tiff. I really wanted you. I laughed out loud when I saw this, and this is really it's really applied
all day.
I know. I haven't been able to talk it all today, and this wine isn't happening.
Helping?
Yeah, but here's the thing. I remember being a kid, and I've always had this mouth. So I've always either said what I'm thinking or you could see what I'm thinking. And right. I used to always wonder why these teachers, especially not really the fat ones, but sometimes it was just like all these teachers had these high ass pants on. I know, you know, we call it the fupa. A lot of people still don't know what the fupa is, the frontal upper pussy area, okay? It's way up here on teachers. You've seen it on them. They used to walk in and they would have their pants up like this. It's like way up here, but they had all of this extra. But I didn't even realize that all of this was a stomach. So, you know, for the longest time, I felt like they cheated us in health class because I'm like, fat people have extra body parts that they don't tell us what the names of them are. And I didn't realize that they was just rolls. Like that's just extra mass. But I thought there had to be a name for those extra pockets that I saw in the crevices of their jeans. Nevertheless, this meme took me back to that place of me being in 3rd grade, wondering what the hell is going on with this teacher. When this meme literally said, stomachs do not go in pants. It took me all the way back, okay? All right. Now that's some rude shit that I would say. Like I almost felt like a little offended that I didn't think of that meme myself.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
That's funny. Oh my God.
I've seen a lot of funny things today. And now that was funny. Okay. That was funny. I could not let the night go past without me reading that on air.
Oh my God.
Stomachs do not go in panties. That doesn't apply to any men tonight. So ladies, that one was for you.
Oh my God. But to some women's credit, if they're stuffing their stomachs in their panties, they're probably not calling them panties. So they might be able to get away with that. They're probably stuffing it in their drawers, underwear, granny panties. So
panties. Okay.
That may not apply to some women because they call it, you know, drawers or something else. Oh, you prepare me because that I was not ready for that one at all. At all. That I haven't laughed that hard since I saw that I'm sure you saw this video on Facebook of that little cartoon dancing to Back That Ass Up. Tell me you saw. Alex, I'm going to tag you in it right now. I laughed so hard. I lost my voice that night.
Wow.
I had to make tea. Tears were coming down my face. I probably watched it a good 6 times. You really didn't see this?
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I saw it.
Listen.
That's from Snapchat. My Snapchat does a lot of stuff too. Another crazy meme that I saw from Atlanta, and Atlanta, I just want y'all to know that I know we are the home of, I mean, I'm not there anymore, but my heart is always there. We are the home of ass and ass, okay? Thickness and ass.
But
what happened to Frosty?
Listen, ain't no Frosty here.
I know, and I know that they was putting bundles and everything on the snowman. No. But this snowman with the ass, I don't know if you can't. I can't. Let me see if I can angle it right.
I saw the snowman with ass.
I'm gonna have to send this to you. They gave her a whole Nicki Minaj.
I saw a couple like that, actually. I saw a couple that had Nicki Minaj ass, and then I saw a couple that had some bundles on it. I was like, all right, y'all and these Snow Keishas, I'm unable. Why
does her name have to be Keisha, though? Why can't her name be Meredith?
Meredith don't know how to wear bundles. And Meredith for damn sure don't have no ass. Okay? When was the last time you saw Meredith with ass?
I don't know the last time I saw Meredith besides Gray.
Does she have ass? Don't answer that. I don't want you getting sued later. Or any sexual misconduct claims being filed against you. Yeah, I saw this one. Her name was, what did they name her? I don't remember, but I saw this one and it said, this is why it can't snow in Atlanta, because y'all don't know how to act. We don't. Did you see the other video of the guy falling in the snow, messing up his Chick-fil-A?
No, but that would have upset me too, probably.
He was sitting in his car watching it snow, and he was like, this old fake snow. And he was like, he kept coming up with stuff of how fake it was. This is fake like Donald Trump's hair. This is fake like the bundles on your head. This is fake like, you know, whatever. It's going slow like it's late with rent. It's dry. Like, he went in, and then he got out the car and walked up the stairs and fell and busted open his Chick-fil-A cup. He said, oh, shit, this shit for real. I said, all right, sir. All right.
Wow. Well, that's horrible. One thing I also want to touch on, I got to get a little spiritual because, you know, I got a little pissed off. Okay, so I am baffled by I just want to know, for what purpose are we still calling these people evangelicals? I couldn't get it out. And just rock with me for a minute, sister. Okay. These people, these racist, bigoted, chauvinist, misogynistic, arrogant, lying pigs are the ones that carry the title of evangelical. Now, just come go on this journey with me.
Mm-hmm.
Never have you ever looked at a lipless senator from anywhere that's a conservative and expected him to evangelize your life, to lead you in a more moralistic faith walk or journey with this Christ that has transformed and changed your life. So for what purpose do they get to walk around as the morality party, the party with morals, the evangelicals, the people that are shaping the culture and offering morals and keeping America a Christian nation? Why are these people? Why was the most accused senator that I've ever seen during my lifetime ever? Why is he standing on the platform talking about, well, we'll save a seat for you on the front P? How do we reconcile this for those of us that are people of faith? And that's what I'm not asking to anybody that's not a person of faith or you don't ascribe to any faith. I have trouble calling myself a Christian in this nation specifically. Preach. Because it has a very convoluted meaning. I know that my salvation is somewhere between my belief in Jesus, my love for the Lord, and my repentant heart. But I do know that I cuss a lot and sometimes I get mad, you know, but that doesn't take away. I still believe in, I believe in the freedom to share my faith, and really sharing my faith is really sharing my life. And I think that it wouldn't be such a problem if we weren't always focused on being so vocal about it. Instead, we just lived it. And that's the problem that I see within the evangelicals that are claiming to be such. I have a problem when there's no life application. You don't have to tell us, you really Christians, there's not a lot of persecution unless you're gonna die because you're saying, well, my life is this way because I believe this. But you're really to be a disciple of Christ, or to follow this Christ, or to ascribe to the teachings of this Christ. You don't really have to say much. You just try to live your best life. You love people. You love your neighbor. You put some effort into loving others. You put some effort into serving others. You put yourself last instead of first all the time. When you follow these simple principles that not only enhance your life, and you applying these positive principles to your life, you should be the ones leading. So this is my charge is, I guess I can reason with myself. The question's kind of rhetorical. Why are these people called evangelicals? This is just the way of the world. We look back at the Pharisees and Sadducees. They led the church. They were the most hypocritical beings in the Bible. Those are the people that Jesus attacked. So let's call these senators, let's call these pastors, these ass clowns that are trying to lead us in this nation, Pharisees and Sadducees, and I'm fine with that. But when are you going to stand up? I brought this up only so that I could kind of talk to you, the listener, you, the viewer, pull on your heartstrings and just kind of encourage you to be your best self. If you're not loving to people, ask yourself why. Somebody hurt you, go get some help. We all need some help. Go talk to somebody. It's not, you need to focus on your goals should not just be me. That's not going to help you live your best life. If you have a passion about something, you will never achieve that passion, and you will never fulfill the ultimate or the fulfillment of your purpose if you don't learn how to love other people. You're just not going to get there until you put yourself down and put somebody before you, until you learn to get happy when somebody else gets some type of blessing, or celebrate other people and the victories in their life. Nobody's going to celebrate yours. You're not even going to have any to celebrate. And these are basic principles. Like, I feel like nobody's living them. Everyone's talking about, well, are you this? Are you that? Bitch, I'm nothing. I'm nothing. I'm nothing. Do I believe in Jesus? Hell yeah. Have I ever faltered on that? Hell no. Will I ever falter on that? Hell no. Do I need the title? Hell no. Do you need the title? Hell no. Like, you can serve God. You can live your, you can do everything that you need to do on this earth without a title.
Amen. You don't ever have to call me nothing.
You can do it.
But my government name.
So that was just sitting on me right now. It just kind of bothers me, and I just don't understand how we got to this place that people are moralistic because they say that they are.
Listen, don't get me started, because that...
How is Donald Trump a Christian? And he said out of his mouth, I've never repented. I've never asked for forgiveness. Why should I have to?
Listen.
He didn't even read about that in 2 Corinthians.
2 Corinthians?
That's what he calls it.
You're right. He did say that. That's like somebody saying in the book of Jobs. All right. In the book of Psalms, get out. Just go. Just go. Get away from me. Go away. Go away. Nahum. What? Go away. Go away. Don't get me started, because you get started on talking about the church and the state of it and all of that. We'll be here all night. But before we go, I have one pet peeve to pick. It's nothing spiritual at all. I'm totally changing the subject completely.
Okay.
UPS, come here. Let me talk to you for just one brief moment, because I know we're out of time. Y'all have one job: deliver packages. How are you not getting that right this season? I don't understand.
Because it's cold.
I've seen the brown hats and sweaters and jackets bundle up, deliver these packages. And they talking about, oh, well, it's, Cyber Monday and Black Friday. First of all, bitches, it's December. Second of all, you have one job. That's like going to KFC and they say we out of chicken, which I've heard on multiple occasions. I don't eat there anymore, but when I did used to. Oh, we out of chicken. How?
I'm not eating no damn KFC.
How? You have one job, Burger King. We out of burgers. Then you shouldn't be open. I don't understand. UPS, you have one job. One. Now, if it was a bunch of snowstorms and blizzards and stuff all across the United States, I could understand that. I could. But here in the ATL, and I actually, as far as I can see, and as far as where me personally, myself, and my packages have been coming from, ain't no blizzard, bitch. Where's my packages? And all of the other people that I know who text me and call me. UPS said they delayed again. Y'all have one job. Get it together. And I'm done. We are 5 minutes over, but we were 5 minutes late, so.
Yeah, we're actually right on time.
Y'all be all right. All right. I'm so glad we had this time.
I think I might have some more breaking news, but I can save it for Monday.
Well, then it won't be breaking anymore. So what is it?
You're right. We'll be done with breaking by then, huh?
Correct.
I said we'll be done with breaking by then. DeRay McKesson, I am rooting for you. Judge Janine Pirro tried it. The stank bitch from Fox News.
All the eye roll.
He sued Fox News' Janine Pirro for defamation. And she did defame him. And the night that she did it, I remember him tweeting her and said, retract it or I got you.
Well,
I'm going to go ahead and cover this story because it won't be new on Monday. When Kesson had attended a protest against the fatal shooting of Alton Sterling, a black man, on July 5th, 2016, where he and several others were arrested. The charges against him were dropped. And what's more, he and 185 other protesters settled with the Baton Rouge Police Department for $136,000. In a different lawsuit, an unnamed police officer said that he was hit in the face with a rock thrown by protesters. He tried to sue both McKesson and Black Lives Matter. In September, a judge ruled that the cop couldn't sue a movement and that the officer had not sufficiently proved that McKesson incited violence. But Pirro wasn't going to let that slide. Now, if you've ever seen Janine Pirro, she has this real hard face. She wants to be white so bad, but clearly with the last name Pirro, and when you look at her, she's swirly. So something's going on there.
Swirly.
So she's like, really, DeRay McKesson? Really? You didn't incite violence, DeRay? You didn't incite violence? You think I'm playing with you? This is exactly what she looks like.
No, I know. I am not a fan of hers.
So this is what she said. In this particular case, DeRay McKesson, the organizer, actually was directing the violence. You've got a police officer who was injured. He was injured at the direction of DeRay McKesson. DeRay McKesson walks away with $100,000 for an organization that is amorphous. We got a problem in this country. DeRay responded to her and said, I was found not guilty and I didn't direct any violence. In fact, I was protesting the violence of the police. Stop lying. Now McKesson is suing Pirro for damages and claims that her words have created a threat to his safety. Pirro made these false statements a fact on the highest viewed morning cable show in the country, Fox and Friends, which reaches over 1.7 million viewers. These statements of fact are false and were either known to be false by defendant Pirro or were made with reckless disregard for whether they were true. In response to McKesson's lawsuit, a Fox News spokesperson provided the griot with the following statement. We informed McKesson's counsel that our commentary was fully protected under the First Amendment and the privilege for reports of judicial proceedings. We will defend this case vigorously. You will settle and you will lose because your First Amendment free speech right does not give you the ability to slander or intentionally state false statements.
That would be correct.
Now, as a student of journalism, I know what the hell I'm talking about. So good luck to you, Fox News. DeRay, get that money.
Do you think they're going to end up letting her go?
No. She puts too much money in. She incites hate every weekend.
She gets on my nerves.
Her judge show got canceled. So, of course. No, go ahead. That's going to do it for us. We are back here next Monday. Major news that you need to stop and realize. So if you're in Atlanta or New York, you want to see me, you want to see Tiff, go to visionbrunch.com, use the discount code ShakeUP. Okay. For both the New York and the Atlanta brunches, okay? New York is happening. The first Vision Brunch hosted by Catalyst Next, our parent company, is happening on January 7th at SOBs in New York City. The Vision Board Brunch that's usually in Atlanta in December has been moved to January 27th. I want to see you there, okay? It's going to go down. I feel like something's been on my face all night, like my face ain't clean, but it is. Nothing's there, though. So I want to see you there. It's really important that you come and become a part of that. All right.
Again, the promo code is ShakeUp.
ShakeUp. All right. we're back on Monday. It goes down 6 to 10. Also, stay tuned. As you know, we are part of the Boss FM network, and Boss FM has some big things popping. Tiff and I will be popping up on your radio with all types of giveaways. All types of shit is about to go down.
Yeah.
If you hate me cussing, then don't come back to this show. Join me on the daytime show where I'm nice and smiling, happy, singing, and colored.
Really?
Tiff, how do they keep in touch with you?
You can keep in touch with me on tifflanelle.com and at Tiff Lanelle everywhere, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. I think that's it. And look for some new stuff from me because a lot of stuff is going on. So, Alex the Great, how can they get in touch with you?
I'm Alex the Great. Of course, I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and .com, Alex Unmuted. Twitter, Instagram, what I say? I'm Alex Unmuted on Twitter, Instagram, and .com. Remember, today is greater. Believe it, speak it, and live it. This wine was nasty. I only had one glass. Your situation is not your destination. Instead, make it your motivation. You have to make the choice to be great. Create something tomorrow. Drink water and have a wonderful night. Namaste.